Hey, good morning. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another edition of Lisa Renee TV. If you have not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Make sure to do so today before you leave. Make sure to thumbs up the video if you do like what you see, and to share on all your social media networking sites that you happen to be on at this time. Hello, and welcome back. Hey. All right, well, I hope everybody's doing well. I just wanted to pop in really quick before I start work. Just wanted to say hello to everybody and just quickly debrief and chit-chat about this sad topic that I want to bring up. And I know all of you have heard this topic by now. So Tuesday, which was a couple of days ago, today is Friday, a shooter came into a school. His name is, I'm looking at my notes, 18-year-old Salvador Ramos, fatally shot 19 students and 2 teachers and wounded 17 others at Robb Elementary School in Uvalde, Texas. Earlier that day, Ramos had shot his grandmother in the face, severely wounding her. And just reading that, it's just disgusting and it is heartbreaking. And I know all of you have heard this story by now. And I just heard the other day one of the fathers of one of the students had passed on, like just from grief, just being overwhelmed by grief, has now passed on as well. And you know, it's just ridiculous. It's been up and down. It really has, it's just a sad occasion, that the nation is facing now. And I just was thinking yesterday, I said, I wonder, this is not the first time we've seen something like this, It really isn't. We had the Sandy Hook tragedy, that was a school that had gotten shot up, by a shooter. He came in and shot, teachers and students and things like that. So, and then we had Columbine, which was like the first well-known school shooting, which was like years ago. So, it just makes you wonder, like, what is the issue here? Is this, is it politics? Is it a thing of, like, I was talking to my grandma about it, and she was saying how the Republicans don't really want to change the gun laws and things like that. So, is it a political issue, or is it more of a spiritual, moral issue? And for me, thinking about it, I think it's a little bit of both. I do think that, some laws do need to be redone and reviewed and changed. Definitely. I think when it comes to the law situation, it's very tricky because the first thing people think about is like, oh, you trying to take my guns away. And they always go there. I was listening to, it was a guy's video on Instagram yesterday, and he was talking about this, and he was saying how, why is it that every time we talk about gun laws, the first thing that certain people get in their minds is that, oh no, you trying to take my guns away. And it's like, no, nobody's trying to take them away, but we saying, how about having just stricter controls on who can get access to guns? You know what I'm saying? Like, who can have access to these guns? How about maybe making people wait a couple of hours, like maybe 48 hours or so, before they can have access to a weapon, especially when they come into a store to purchase a weapon, especially if they're like 18 years old. I mean, this guy was 18 years old, So he clearly had like, mental issues or something was going on with him. I mean, obviously, right? But like, just have some kind of law where they have to get checked out first. We have to do a background check, or, just get some kind of clearance before you be like, here you go. Thanks for the money. Here you go. Here's your gun. Have a good day. Here's your assault A14, AK-47 or whatever the gun is, your assault rifle, here you go. Here's your military grade weapon. Go out and just shoot as many people as you want to. Have a good day. I just think it's bizarre, that they would just they would just go ahead and sell him the gun. But then some people don't care, I mean, some people are just really evil. I mean, they have a cold, callous heart, just like the shooter had a cold, callous heart. Sometimes the gun seller may have the same kind of spirit. So, he or she may not even be thinking about, oh no, this person may go out and commit a tragedy, because they're so anxious to get this gun, and so the gun seller may be thinking about making the money, so they're not thinking about I need to protect human lives, so there's so much responsibility that is out there, and it's not being taken seriously, so many responsibility, so much responsibility, so many responsible parties. You got the gun seller, you got the politicians, you got the people themselves, and nobody's taking responsibility, nobody's stepping up to the plate, and that is the problem. And it equals and results in the loss of human lives, which is horribly sad. So, it's just sickening. But I do think it's a mix. You got the political side of it, but then you do have the spiritual, and moral side of it as well. So I just think that, this definitely, there needs to be some tighter, control around it, so that if a person does have a mental illness, like this guy clearly does, or he's having some kind of psychotic break or something like that, then he doesn't get his hands on a weapon, at least not that easily, like not legally, he don't need to get his hands on a weapon. And then I was like, well, if you got to be 21 to drink, why are you selling a gun to an 18-year-old? If he got to wait to be 21 to legally drink alcohol, I just don't see why would you trust him with a firearm. Like, doesn't that seem kind of goofy to y'all? I'm like, that seems really daffy to me, But, I don't know what's going on here, but he's gonna reap what he sows, and I imagine he's in a fiery hot place. I don't know, but yeah, he got to pay, for what he has done, the lives that he's taken, the pain that he's caused, and then I mean he seemed like he's in a lot of pain himself, because for him to snap off like that, I don't need, to be honest though, it's hard, when somebody has like a mental illness or a psychotic break and they kill a lot of people and they kill themselves or get killed in the process, the automatic thought is that, oh, this person went straight to hell. I'm like, well, you don't know that though, because God thinks, his ways and thoughts are higher than ours. So, I mean, you don't really know if they went to hell or not, so you can't really say that they went to hell. They may have we know they went somewhere, but they may not went to hell directly, because I mean, they got to deal with what they've done, but you don't know, based on what they were going through, because they're soul too, and if they were tortured soul, and they were going through some things, then I mean, we don't know how God will take that into account. So who knows? But who really knows? We ain't worried about that guy. We worry about the people who who he hurt, and the babies that he took away, our little angels that he took away from us. So it's just, it's just really hurtful. I got one verse that came to my mind. It's a very familiar verse. We've all heard it before. 2 Chronicles 7:14. If my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now mine eyes shall be open and mine ears attent unto the prayer that is made in this place. That's verse 15. So that was verses 14 and 15, 2 Chronicles 7. So I think this land definitely needs to be healed. So I do think it's time for. I think we're in a time of the great turning away from God. For a lot of people. And that's the problem. And that's what this verse is definitely speaking about. Just people turning away from Him when they need to be turning back to Him. And that's going to be the solution to the problems, that we've been seeing, such as school shootings and, shootings in general, and pain and suffering. So, we got to get this together, guys. We really do. We can't keep leaning on politicians to solve our problems. And a lot of times they make more problems than they solve, if you ever noticed. So I wouldn't be leaning on humans and all that kind of stuff, putting all my trust and faith in the human. I'm like, no, they're going to let you down. Put your faith in the Lord and keep pressing, keep praying, and, keep putting things into action. Faith without works is dead. Works without faith is also dead. So, you got to keep pushing, keep pressing. All right. Well, anyway, I just wanted to pop in here and just, speak on that and let you guys know how I felt about it. Rest in peace to the little angels. Rest in heaven to, the teachers and all the babies that unfortunately lost their lives. And then my condolences to the family. So we're just going to keep continuing to lift them up in prayer, and that they be comforted during this time of grief. I know what grief feels like. It hurts, and it's something that, we all experience at one point in time or another, and it's a rough process to go through. So, and this is just the beginning for them. So, we want to keep them lifted in prayer. But y'all drop in the comments below. Let me know how you all feel. Is it a political thing? Is it spiritual? Is it moral? Like, is it all of it? What is it? And let me know your thoughts in general as well. But I hope you guys have a great weekend. This Friday. Hi. Happy Friday. Happy weekend. And I will be talking to you guys soon. So you guys enjoy your weekend. And I will talk to you later. Bye.